Welcome to my game development stream. As always, first I start my development environment. Then I play one mode of my game, and after that I decide what I work on today. First wait for the terminal to be usable. One command to start stuff. Wait for a few lines to appear so I know it's ready. The time I can check. I'm still working on Spellmaker. Move attach. I should also check player attach plus charge. Okay, it's started, should be ready at once in the browser. Localhost for me. I probably should start fresh. I delete all data. And I can try attach this time and how it breaks. Okay, let's start the easy way. The guy in the middle, at the side's enemies, close to them that attack me. Above my head is my HP. If it reaches 0, I die, and if I die, I get the highest score based on how far away from the middle I died, so the goal is to get as far away as possible. I get stronger the more I kill. Enemies get stronger the further away I am. Was a short introduction. Okay, a boss gives me skill points. Explosion move or autocast. Could do autocast. Okay. Is it really? 08. Orbiter, explosion or charge. I think a bit. Orbiter will help me once I have. Charge will me not help. I think Orbiter, even if I cannot change it currently, use it currently. Okay. Okay. Seeker Fireline. I'm unlucky with. I have to think. Neither attach nor fire nor Seeker can be used. So it has to be Fireline, I guess. Get a new spell. Switch over. Let's use it a bit to level. Okay, he doesn't move. This has to be. Could try Orbit. No, this doesn't help. Turret. Okay, this helps a lot. That. Put it on here, not too much. Orbit now, and me. And you shoot. Oh god. Should be correctly set up. The first one do not have lightning bolts yet. Okay, I hope this is good enough. I think attach is something I wanted to test, but let's see. I switch over. I should make another spell, and if I attach this one and support lightning on the stage. Okay, so shoot. Okay, it's not guaranteed that stuff comes from the front. Okay, boss come charge, Seeker move. I wanted to check charge with it, but maybe it has already. Let's go on charge. No, it doesn't. It has to put itself back here. I think for Orbiter it worked. But okay, I should come to an end. I think I'm strong enough. 13 million damage per second. This looks... Combat log, no damage meter. The autocast to it was really... No, yes, the charge to it was 45%. This is interesting. I didn't expect this. I probably will not see... $50 million? These did 150k shots? They really put so many turrets at the front? Or was the charge one stronger than expected? Who knows? Let me think for a second, but this was one round. Play attached plus charge is indeed incorrect, and this... attached thing has other problems. Let's see. Let's cheat again, get all upgrades. I remember that my orbiter... Let's make a second one with attach. Because I think no, I need charge. So this orbiter stays, but the charge does not. But it should have the same case. Be able to use the same code. But I seem to have lost it. Okay, wait. First changes the version. 135 today. I want to orbiter he has. Isn't this the case? How do I catch this case? Radius and start angle. Charge gives me different paint position. No. What does it? I might catch it somewhere else. I have to figure it out. The recursive doesn't matter, maybe. Yeah, I have the for charging paint. And I have the modified paint position. And the orbiter is the special case. And now the special case also is also relevant for this is stupid. Cast would not be correct technically if I also check for the other one, but the west should work out fine. I take the easy pass, even though it's not tool attach. This should fix it, but it's not really good code. Let's see. Turret attach plus charge. Exactly, this is now not moving. And let's try. Now I have an interesting problem. This works, interesting. But they spawn somewhere else. They wiggle, interesting. It is probably order of operations. I do this. Interesting, this is why it works. I'm confused. If it's a tool attach, if I have Q and state 0, I have a move attachment. And I have a stage ID reference. Wait, does it mean turret, charge, Yes, this is also broken. Okay. It's actually not the correct check here. This is there's something missing. What is it? Index reference. This is also undefined. Not what I wanted to click. Again, turret, orbit, charge. No, this was not the problem. Does it now still work? But I see that it's actually a bit more complicated. Something is not adding up. But it should be in these two. IDRef undefined means first stage essentially, or zero stage. And stage index ref means then I move it. I'm missing something. Did I not reload? Did I reload too soon? One more try. So you orbit on me. You orbit on this one. Yeah, charge. It's not doing what I want. Let's check the data, I guess. I think I still have the last one. Spells. Move attachment. Ref index 1. Wait. Is it all over ref index in this case? This is incorrect. Type. I think it's the incorrect type. Oh God. Yeah, something with Spellmaker object, orbiter. Can you First or the second? This one. And now you complain that these do not exist and they are undefined always. Better. And here if this is -1 index, Spellmaker. This is the actual test. One try. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, charge. I want you to orbit him, you to orbit him. And now I move them correctly. But if I now let you orbit him, you are no longer correct. But you will I have no idea how I notice if this is correct. Wait until they all disappear, maybe. Then I can check if they start at the correct position, maybe. Okay. So this is what it should be, and it should not, but this I change later. Interesting, but I believe they are correct. But they spawn? Do they? They might be for one tick the wrong position, but I did not see it. Now I have the problem that this is not quite correct. How could I do this? This calls itself for 2 stages only. This is special code. I essentially have to follow the references, I guess. And once I reached an end, but I can make a loop. Oh god. Yes, okay, I understand. If I have stage 0, I change it a bit. I think I lost one. No. I have created object, but current object is created object. Is this correct? I have do I have the ability? Charge pen position ability. I have the ability, good. But I do not have the paint tool object recursive. He only paints the current spell, I'm pretty sure. As long as he does. I am a bit blind still. Current spell, yes, this is what I wanted. Do I want to put the current spell in? Just to be safe. Maybe. The only place where I use it. I will only use it on 0. Why not? Current, let's call it spell. Spellmaker, spell. What? No, Spellmaker? Spell. I could also say undefined, or I just have it. Doesn't matter, let's change the order. This I need. Q and spell. Now I think a bit. I have to loop through the object. I have the spell. I am on stage 0, which makes it probably easier. Now I can check while. I probably have to check this one. While it has a movement attachment and technically this is the moment this is no longer the case. I would stop. I throw it here, I guess. And bind stronger, so I have to. So it's a current object. I check against the current object. When the orbiter is not really let's call it locked. object. This might not be quite correct. This is current object. Okay. Then I break else and not necessarily required. I have current object should be spell to the objects. I should be on 0, so I can just locked object with index. So the with index cannot be -1, and it should be existing one. I change the current object, it should check the next one, and if it ends up being break, and if it doesn't, it's not change it. Okay, let's find out, I guess. This means if I attach this one, help me attach these, and I make charge, and these move around. Now if I attach this one, they should all stay here. Okay. This one moves. And the longer the chain, more it wiggles probably. Here it doesn't wiggle at all. Here it does. Do I accept it, or I cannot do anything against it, I believe. I mean, it has to be the order in which they update. I think I have to accept it. Although I do not. Is this really a tick? I could also do this one, can't I? Yes. Okay, this seems correct. Let's make a commit for this, I guess. Spellmaker attach and auditor plus charge fix. Let's call it fix. Double attach to player incorrect spawn. I remember. Do I still have this? Yes, they spawn incorrectly. I need to check this. This means if I... Can I even fix this? Because technically I can find the position. Okay. And it's complicated. Let's go up. I am searching for cast ability. It's charge related, but I think even the charge is key down, so here's up. It runs over spell charge. The spell cast still has to handle stuff. And here I have the modification of get modified cast position. This is could it be that I don't okay, this is a different one. This is I want to move based on the first added object. Okay, I remember does spell cast. No, this I cannot do. Cannot care for the tool functions, can I? I believe they don't care for it. Which would mean that their initial position is always incorrect. So they tick once outside currently. I have to try to check this. So I have a turret which orbits and you get an explosion. I don't know. Should be fine. That's exactly what I wanted. Don't even need the charge for this. But essentially this is a problem. The turret doesn't spawn here, it shoots. Don't know if I want to care about it. Might be considered confusing. Hmm. Hmm. If I adjust the spawn position, which I could do, can I do it? I mean, of course, but in a simple way is the question. I would still need to check here for do spellcast. No, here I do. Okay. Here I iterate over the objects, which would mean I could check if one has one of the specific attachments that I could figure out if I need to move it, if it's based on the player, if it's connected to the player. And this should fix the initial cast. I think this should be fine. This would also be a modcast position. Const. So what is the order? I need this thingy. And then I check the same as what I check on the other function. I do not remember. I should be able to copy. No, is it lower? Okay, it was probably higher. Ability. Yeah, it seems. Yes, what I wanted. Do I care for I just take this. Okay. Copy it here, it will be different, but let's start. Don't have a queue on stage. When I cast, I'm always on stage 0. I have the created object. If it has a move attachment, then I get it as queued object. I check again, has it a attachment? This would mean that I do not need this check. Maybe. Okay, then I loop over it. These checks keeping the same. I call it the locked object. If it have a winf index, I would it has the player as a reference, then I would need to get the position. And I would need get point, paint position, ability owner camera position. And this is Q and spell. Let offset. Is this something like this? Don't think I will. Camera position has nothing to do with it. It will be something that I modify these. But by what? But it's not here. It's actually here, isn't it? Or is it even here? So I know this is attached. I want to save it. And no, I do not need to do this. This is only the first, and the first if it's player attached. I know the relative to player, but if it's not, it's relative to mod cast position. Is it? And it's fine. Okay, I think I do not need this. So I check mod cast position here. Or I do it this way, I have no idea. Oh, no, it's const, but let's do it this way for the moment. I get the modifiers based where I clicked, but in the case I have a move attachment, none of this of the type orbiter, this will not matter, at least if it ends up being connected to the player. And if this happens, I need to cast position. What is here? First object relative position, cast position. The cast position doesn't matter, it's actually just the player position, I guess. Plus create object, no, create weighted object. And I have a function behind it, I believe. Tool functions. Is it this one? Shouldn't be. No, something is off in my thinking. I think it's ability owner, which they need. They figure out the rest. Technically, this calculation is unnecessary, but doesn't matter. And I thought I can do loops. I don't prevent loops. There are two ways. First, I keep a list of indices I already visited, or I just limit it. I should make visited is an array of numbers visited do I know stage index I believe. So I have here visited push no if visited contains index includes index of -1, then I would break, else I push it and move. So this is now the infinite loop prevention, which I also need for the paint. Do I? Yes, I need. Should I check it? I'm pretty sure it would break. So here I have visited, I start with I don't know my index, do I? Then doesn't matter. I loop a little bit. I copied. Lie. Copy. Thank you. I push the index. And this should be fine. Okay, let's find out. Oops, too soon. Okay. I was interested in charge, not necessarily. So I go close, I orbit, and I give explosion. And the question is, do they... Okay, this is 2. This seems to work. This thing is... It's exploding here. If I do charge... Same. Now... I should make it more complicated. U and U. give. Okay. Okay. Seems fair. Okay. Looking good, looking good. It should be the same with attach. Explode, explode. E. Oh, this is interesting. This should not have happened. Why? You should not find it. You should not move. There is some error. God, but who? Where? Is it attach related, maybe? If I do not find the owner, I return 0, 0. Feels still off. It's not the case. So I have the reference, I try to find the object, and if I find the object, I set the attach position, else the attach position should be 0, 0. And if it's 0, 0, it is getting confused. Okay, so it's actually slightly different. No. And I should return 0, 0 here. For the orbiter, it might have been different. Is it? Is it different for the orbiter? I will. He doesn't. Because it still rotates. Okay, I don't change the center. Okay, yes, okay, this was indeed a attach bug. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attach this one here, this one here, this one here. I give them all closures. And now I want this jumps completely. This is still broken. Let's check again. If the reference no longer exists, return 0, 0. Because this is a move by amount, this should not be anything. This is 0, 0. So it moves once I see what happens, I guess. Shouldn't this be the first check? If attach ref not found, I return 0, 0. And done. This should fix it, I believe. Again, 1, 2. Maybe this is staging tool. Too much like this. Okay, so they didn't move. And once... there are too many enemies here. Can I... This looks clear. Perfect. So they move with me. Slightly delayed. Once the attachments stop. Oh, it never connected it. Correct. You are here. And can I... Yes, okay, this is how I want it to be. Now, I think I can commit this. Double attach to player incorrect spawn. I think this was the case. Okay. Fix Spellmaker tool attach double spawn. I just committed. Player attach for charts. This is what I checked, I believe. Positioning slightly off. Why? I know why, because it's... But I think as when I tested it yesterday, it was a bit more than a little. Maybe there's something related. That fireline is a bit more inaccurate. So I shouldn't do it too much with it. No, I should, because I should paint something which is this might be okay. It's perfect. Now I attach you to me here, here, Here. Bit of chaos. Okay. Yes, this is definitely incorrect. There is something off. None is correct. Not even the first is working. Interesting. Okay, I have to make a simpler example. Let's do on top down, left to right, left to right. So connect the. Okay, now let's find out. They seem to be closest. I have the initial position. But here they are moved based on. I can see it. Oops. So here it's painted correctly. Which means that I take the wrong position here. And this might already be the problem, I think a bit. This means my attach doesn't. Is it the first movement or is it the relative offset? It's relative offset, it's probably. I only use relative offset or I only set it here. Cast position relative to character. I'm still confused. I need to think a bit. Case of the fire line. I cannot use the line points to decide the position. And neither are these 2 points, I believe. And closest is. Was there a difference? And I didn't pay attention. Start position is based on this one. essentially is what I wanted. This relative offset has to be incorrect, I believe. Because it was on incorrect based on something. I am still confused. So this should be the start position, but it should also be the start position here. Should not use charge, I believe. Doesn't. Maybe the question is, does it spawn here? No, then my offset would still move it away. But I can find this out. Maybe they will attack, disappear. So he didn't take damage. So I have to assume it was directly planted here. And I have a fire line. And if I attach it here, it will actually move down. Yes. And it will not move to the correct location. Is it because my offset is this one? Then it moves this position based on this offset. This is not the start position. Use the relative offset. And I have a attach position. Which is the player. So the relative offset has to be incorrect. Let's find out. Okay, here I can. I have Spellmaker, spells, and this should have the move attachment, and the relative offset is the same as the center. Just swapped. This doesn't feel correct. The move attachment center. This is not correct. This is where the line is connected. This is definitely incorrect. So these values are wrong. But why are they wrong? The place where I calculated is here. On tick. Attach center. Oh, no. This I cannot use. Did I only change the on key down, maybe. Relative offset. Is it the start position itself? Position relative to character. This should be probably here. And then let's try this one, I guess. This one I cannot use, and I have to find out. The end, it's probably swapped again. Okay, another try. Again, long fire line. I have to take this end and connect it here. It is strange. I guess I check the values. Move attachment. Now it's 1.5 and 4. Why so low? On tick, I make it based on where the mouse is and move it. Ah, I see a bit. So this is the start position. I need this offset essentially. Which means I have the relative position. The start position. This should be the start position. But if I subtract, no, these values are too small. I feel like I checked how close I was to the player. It is. My mistake is currently I'm attached to the player, not fire line. Wait. This is something I didn't know, I guess. Even here I can, but this is correct, this is what I want. But I connect Fireline to player. This is what I do not correctly. This is the last mouse position, which doesn't matter here. So if I do this, it works. No, now it's flipped. But this I can fix. So I'm closer. But still not correct. And this is probably also incorrect. For fireline, no horizontal, I wanted attach, so no. This should essentially be okay. This is the same problem. This is close. It has to do with me. This is not related to mouse position. No, I need the mouse position. Something is off in my head. The start position is where I click. Get close to center I use to. It's not quite a center. Get closest overlapping. It is more like don't feel like this wording is good. Want to change it. Just verify that my thinking is correct. Turret has it, but they are actually the closest center. In these cases, it's. And for the fire line, no, I'm confused. Turret in proximity use it, but fire line not. I expected something else. I missed something. What is Fireline doing? So I probably use the distance to the Fireline to determine if I'm close enough. So I never move it Okay, misunderstanding from my side. So this actually gets... Here I move the position. And it's a case for my player, I believe. No, my player is not... complicated. Doesn't get moved. So the start position is actually not relevant in this case. Because I modify it, but I don't modify it in the case of player. But I attach it. But I get the ref index in this case. Okay. Which means the relative position does not matter here. The closest start position is important, and I have a tool attach. Owner tool. The tool has to work in progress. And I have a reference index. I'm missing something. Attached to target. I'm attached to something. This is what I need to check here. And I need to use the same function for both. Probably. My namings are a bit off. I think created object. I think a bit more. Is it also important for orbit? Or orbiter can also be on a fire line. This could be misaligned. Guess I have to check later. Fire line does not move. So I could fix this position, or I can recalculate it on tick. Relative offset, attach center, center, attach center. This is for where I paint the line. If I remember. Get move attachment, I have the create object. It's a move attachment. I get a relative offset towards the index I have. If I instead get my own position, would also not help. Complicated. I guess I try another position. Start position. Oh god, these position names are horrible. Start. So I have a center and I have a start position of what I'm initially have as a connection. So I have 2 connection points. How should I attach to center? Or should I call it position 1 center? Center, position 1 center. Position 1 start. And this is, would call it position 2 center. The relative offset is start position, relative start position offset. Okay, this might help. Now I did not define position 1 start. This is now what I need, and I do not have it. I have attached to target. And I need the function for it probably. Let's const attach pose one start position. So something like this. I const attach to target functions is Spellmaker. No, I have attached type functions. Blind, I have it here. So attach type functions, I have get wait, where is it? Is it attached to target? Is this optional? Yes, it's. First I check, does it exist? Then I have to call it he is happy with this. And pose one start would be this one. If this does not exist, I have a problem. But it should exist. Okay, now I have the pose one start. And here the relative pose is incorrect. I want attach pose one start. With the relative position for. Okay. Maybe. Maybe it's also the start position. Because I make it close here. Let's do this. Might be more accurate. Okay, next try. Okay, I have a long fire line. I attach again this one. Oh no. It's completely correct now. And if I do this, okay, looks promising. Next fire line. Hey, what would I wanted? This is the one I wanted. Yes, perfect. What would I want? Okay. Also perfect. Also perfect. Perfect. And now they are connected together. This is an infinite case. Okay, this is looking good, looking good, looking good. Now I make my bit more. Okay. Attach. Fine. Fine. Do I make chaos? Let's make chaos. This was not a good idea. Maybe. Zack, 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 zack. Okay, but I think this is fine. Perfect. I stay, it connects correctly. Okay. I believe this is fixed. Now let's get back to my idea. So I have 2 eyes. I wanted proximity as proximity. Nose. Okay, so now I attach everything together. Need to be here. Should be all on the face. Okay, should be connected together. Now I go on here, here, fire lines, to seek, to explode. That's it, I believe. I do not necessarily need to paint the things here, but okay. And now the entire face should maybe move. Okay. I should have put more mana into the turrets, I believe. Okay, let's do a seek. Yes, it works. Okay, perfect, perfect. Can put it. I am already charging. Young dirt. Where's it? Where's it? My face. You know. No, the proximity didn't trigger. Also interesting, the mouse did shoot. Oh, crash. Can I see it? Get move attachment. Attach relative start. You did care. Reading X. Okay, reading X makes more sense. It looked like relative start position offset. Did not exist. Take I. Wait. It's the boss. So it's related to. The boss did spawn. The boss gets one copied. But he doesn't use attach. But attach was. What? I should be easily able to reproduce it because I just need to spawn the boss here, I guess. And then it's a 1 in 3 for him to... No? Ah, here, okay. But what attachment spell? You don't have one, do you? Did I use... I didn't see attach in... Spellcast. If he has attach spell, then it makes sense. Tool turret. I had one, I remember. I didn't see it. Was it not listed? I'm somehow... This is a spellcast I wanted, I guess. Yeah, it has attach. And... because I painted it before, it doesn't have this thing in. It has still the old namings. Yes, okay. Makes sense. And attach was in. If someone played it, it would break. I hope no one does. So now it's cleared, it should work. What's my time? 12 minutes for my target time. Fix Spellmaker. Attach. Tool attach. Positioning with firelight. Essentially. Okay. Now I have the icon, and then my attach is essentially done. I feel like I had ideas for upgrades in the time, but I don't remember. But icon should happen unless I find one which works. Attach icon. I mean, this will probably be a... I don't know how it's called in English. Exactly. Paperclip. But this might be fine as an icon. Let's make my own paperclip. I want GNU image. I don't think I have this type of icon yet. Okay, I want a new one, but it should be related to proximity icon. Eh? You confuse me. Recent. Okay, this is, I think 4040 was it. Yes, okay, so I make a new 4040 alpha channel, remove, and then I have to make a paper clip. A bit too close. I guess it's... How far is it? Attach icon. Did I do too much? All mine is mirrored. So it would have stopped here, I guess. Maybe it doesn't matter. Try, so they do this. This is it. I'm gonna go higher here, but okay. Does it matter where I start? One more try. It somehow feels too... Okay, I take it. If as I save it not here, but in game dev. Which is, this is paper clip icon. Save. Export as paperclip. What? Now I should see my paperclip in here, and I should be able to replace. I should find it in Touch. Paperclip icon. Attach icon. And this should give me the new image. It is. It doesn't look like a paperclip to me. Interesting. Maybe if I... a bit... Maybe a bit too much now. Hard to tell. Maybe a bit better. Let's save, export. Oh, bit better, I believe. I take it. Now I have 4 more minutes for my target time. I think I have the attach tool done. Spellmaker, attach, tool, attach, icon. With this I can now create my moving face idea. Even though it's not effective and I would normally not create it. So the debuff slow or debuff dot might be ideas. Move follow, I'm not so sure. And now I have attach, which is very similar. So I don't like it that much. I think I want different initial spells, or else I will always take the same. The laser thing had a problem, I remember. That I cannot aim. How to aim? Is this a problem? Rotate was also an option. Debuff slow, it could be also an ice aura. So it's a fire circle which I can apply slow and tick, and then I have something. Maybe a fire circle it will be. And do it the same as explosion. Damage in size. If I have a repeater. Okay, if I have as idea spell idea slow hour would be fire circle plus slow effect plus repeater plus attach to player. Could be the next idea. Okay, but I reached my time target. I can run tests. I assume everything still should work. As I again have no tests for Spellmaker. Maybe turrets also, if I want to balance, maybe turrets need the penalty because this gives me the opportunity to currently turrets have no mana penalty, I believe. Could also think about upgrades to improve the tools. So I have infinite. This might be an idea long term. Yes, I won out. Okay, all test works. Performance is in expected range. Means I can deploy, so push and it will be deployed. And with this, I come to an end for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. The end.